What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Chinese Boy. I'm back on screen with another reaction. And today we'll be reacting to this here. It's made by ETU Animated Stories. Now let's get started.
Hi, I'm Andy. I was a little boy of 8 when I learned what I wanted to do in life. I loved spending time with my dad at his auto shop. I would sit there tinkering with his tools while he repaired cars and trucks and bikes and even RVs. And then, one day, someone brought in the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. It was a Royal Enfield Continental GT.
Royal Enfield Continental GT? Is that a Bentley or something? Or is it an actual bike?
It was so cool! The guy who owned it was so nice, he even took me for a ride around the block.
What's a bike?
That was the day I realized I wanted to be just like my dad. For my high school graduation, Dad gave me a bike just like it. He must have saved up for a long time just to be able to afford it. Sure, it was a little beat up, and...
No, you know, all this guy needs is like a leather jacket and like leather boots, some black jeans. He'd be a biker gang leader, man.
Wasn't all shiny like the one I saw when I was a little boy, but I was very excited just the same. And with some love and a bit of work here and there, Dad and I were able to restore it to its former glory.
Yes, sir.
We named her Alice.
Alice?
My dad passed
Alice in Wonderland.
a few months after he gave me the bike.
Damn.
And so, I ended up taking over his shop. I wanted to anyway. I just never thought it would happen so quickly. And without my dad to guide me. Fast forward a couple years later, and my high school girlfriend and I are still together.
Wow.
I don't exactly know why. She's always complaining about something. Truth is
her name Karen by chance?
she hates that I'm a mechanic.
Why?
And she hates my bike. On her birthday, we got into...
Yeah, I actually love Cars, CDT, favorite game. Roblox CDT. And if you guys are always quarreling, why don't y'all just break it off?
a huge fight. I told you! I didn't want to go on that bike! Why couldn't we just Uber?
Yeah, take a taxi.
What is it now? Ubers are expensive. Why pay when we have a ride? Because,
Literally
Andy,
a ride.
we're going on a date to a fancy restaurant.
So if you go on a date at a fancy restaurant, what it really matter if you give a ride on a bike or if you take a Uber? What the problem?
And now my hair's ruined.
I don't care.
Did tell you to wear a helmet. You realize you just committed a crime by not wearing one.
So she get the money, no problem.
Huh? Wear a helmet? And ruin my hair even more? Well, not wearing one sure did ruin it a lot.
Yeah.
You look like a cat who got electrocuted.
Goddamn.
It's not funny, Andy!
It is very funny.
That wasn't the end of it. Because after we had our dinner, Leah totally made a scene. She shouted at me for only being able to afford a small bracelet for her present.
So what the problem with the bracelet? It's alright. You're lucky you get something and never get none.
I've been hinting 4 months that I wanted you to get me a Gucci bag.
Gucci.
And now,
You have Gucci money?
you're gonna give me this knockoff bracelet?
Goddamn.
Oh, you're so embarrassing! What's embarrassing was the fact that she was shouting this at the top of her lungs in the middle of a busy restaurant. All the way home, Leah was shouting at me. She complained that I could never afford anything. That me being a mechanic was not her dream life.
Whatever.
That I was not her dream guy.
Then break up with him.
Days she wouldn't shut up about the Gucci bag she wanted. And it got to the point where she told me to sell my bike so I could get her one. It's the only thing I have to remember my dad with.
Only mode of
It's
transportation.
my bike, Leah.
If he sells his bike, that's the only mode of transportation. Plus, that was the last gift he got from his dad. Do you not have any heart? Woman, if you don't want... If you don't want to be with the guy, just break up with him. Goddamn.
Like, you expect me to walk to the shop? Why don't you? It's only a few blocks away.
Why
While
you
we're
don't
at
buy
it,
one
just
bag
sell
then?
the shop too. It's gonna be so embarrassing in front of my friends. I already told them you were gonna get me a Gucci. Choose. Me or the bike?
The bike.
I wanted so bad to tell her to get better friends. But of course, I chose my girlfriend. My heart was heavy.
You're not gonna sell
I
that.
did manage to get a very lucky deal. There was some dude on the car forum who had the exact same bag Leah wanted. What's even luckier is that he was happy to do the trade. So we met up, and it was only then that I realized it wasn't a dude after all. Her name was Gracie,
Yeah.
and the first thing I noticed was how beautiful she was.
Yeah, so back on the program, is right. Just they have some. Just they do some.
Gracie, and the first thing I noticed was how beautiful she was.
Wow.
How lucky is it that we found each other, huh? Oh. Yeah. Very lucky. What are the chances I'd find someone who had the exact same bag that I was looking
What's up?
for? It's crazy. Anyway, why do you want to sell this beauty anyway? I told her why. And honestly, she pitied me.
Oh no.
We said goodbye, and she promised me she'd take good care of Alice.
Why did you just not?
That was that.
Why did you just not just keep the bike and dump the girl?
The moment I gave Leah that bag, I barely saw her anymore. She
Disappear.
would always be out. One day, I followed her, and found that she was at the same restaurant we went to.
Cheater.
One of our old classmates. I ran to them, and this time, I was the one who made a scene. I shouted at Leah.
You
I
just
made
turned
sure
Super Saiyan,
everyone
my
there
guy.
knew what a cheating liar she was. I cried.
Damn.
I tore up that stupid Gucci bag.
You should have burnt it, not tore it.
So, yeah. She left me.
Why do you sound so depressed? You should be jumping for joy.
For Egbert friggin' Matthews.
What in God's... Nigga, Egbert? Egbert? Like... Egbert? Egbert? Nah, brother.
The guy whose family owns the city's biggest chain
Pandis.
of auto shops. The guy who's been driving me out of business.
Richness.
What kind of stupid name is Egbert anyway?
Egbert.
I was really down for weeks.
Damn.
I got depressed.
Why did
Bills
you?
began to
No, listen. You should be happy. You should be on cloud. No, not even cloud 9. You should be float. You should, yeah. You feel float high and good.
pile up, and even less people came to my shop. Luckily, my friends were there for me. Cheer up, man. You're better off without her.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man. Here, the boys and I pooled some cash. You can use it to get yourself back on your feet again.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Real friends.
I signed you up for this blind date event downtown. Go out there and have fun.
Definitely do that.
I just wish I had Alice again. The boys had to
Might go buy it back if you want it back.
force me. But I did end up going to that event.
Good,
When I
good,
did-
good, good.
Boy, was I surprised who I saw there. It was Gracie.
What? Fate.
She's way more beautiful than the last one. Ended up having loads of fun. We talked
Hey, yo, no.
all night. She learned about what happened. In the end, she actually hooked me up with a pretty sweet deal.
Oh, okay.
Now, Gracie owns a taxi app. She told me she'd be looking for a shop.
She
where
owns
and her cars
Uber.
to be maintained because she'd hated the ones she was using. And so, I didn't just go home with her number that night. I also managed to land myself a really good business arrangement.
No.
And Honestly,
Make a
never
better
knew
choice.
being in a relationship could be so much fun. She was the polar opposite of Leah. Never complained.
That's good.
Never mocked me for being bored.
That's good.
She just loved me.
Yeah, that's good.
I can agree with her. The shop was good money.
Yeah.
Life was good.
Of course. Until all good things must come to an end. That kind of saber you just colored in.
Till one day, I went to the shop and found it trashed.
Gracie.
Cars were vandalized. My equipment was
Not Gracie, sorry. No, not Gracie. The other one, Leah. Yeah, it's her.
all over the place. Middle of it all, South.
Oh no. Egbert did it. I swear. You gotta kill him.
Bert sent me the cards. He says don't mess with his business, or you'll get what's coming to you.
Wow.
Toodles!
Throw something at her.
Of course it was him. Gracie was using their services.
Egbert. Nigga, Egbert? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. No.
When she switched over to me, it must have pissed him off that he lost such a big client.
It
I
did.
didn't know what to do. I couldn't just afford to get new equipment. I ended up losing my contract with Gracie's company.
No.
And I didn't mind that. After all, how could I take her money if I couldn't service her cars? It'll only be temporary. As soon as you've got things back in shape, I'll send my cars here again.
Why do you need to get her? You both are. I can understand that, but you don't sound too right to me.
Gracie let me borrow some cash to fix some things here and there, just so I could do some basic repairs. But things got worse.
Goddamn.
Because Egbert kicked me further while I was already down. He started spreading rumors. He told everyone I was a thief.
Egbert.
Leah told everyone that I would steal things from customers' cars while I repaired them.
It's Cap.
So all hope of me ever...
So so they're just slandering his name for what? Cause he got jealous that he was gonna run out of business. No. Bad mind, envy, jealousy.
being able to repair my shop. No one would hire me. Then I found out
Yes,
I wasn't just gonna lay down to take it anymore. Not from my ex. And not from a stupid
Egbert. Egbert. Luke Gill. Huh, okay.
We launched a marketing campaign together. My boys handed out flyers. I slashed my prices in half, and Gracie paid for a TV ad. I took photos of the damage that Egbert's thugs did to my property. And in the ad it said, "Would you trust this guy to fix your cars? Egbert Matthews looks like he's better at destroying stuff. Come on down to Andy's Auto, where we charge half the price for twice the service."
Yeah.
Like a miracle, it worked. With all the buzz that TV ad stirred. In a few days, we had cars waiting down the block. My
That's
new
good.
equipment finally arrived. It turned out Gracie ordered them for me as a surprise. Even a bunch of Egbert's clients switched over to me after all the controversy. And my business thrived.
That's good. That's good.
Did not like that one bit.
Well, Egbert had it.
Retaliated. This time, by threatening me. He told me to give his clients back, or I would lose everything.
Okay. Go
I
ahead.
didn't listen. And so, he took Gracie. He kidnapped her.
What?
We tried to go to the police, but nobody believed us. I knew it was Leah and Egbert.
Primary suspect is you.
I had no evidence. So, I had my friends tail them. And they found out that the pair had a safe house on the outskirts of town. So, we hatched a plan.
Ready.
Can't just go in there blind. Yeah,
Buy a couple AK-47 and both scope shot. Roll up in some pro box and both scope shot at files.
we have to know where they're hiding her. If they have security, if they have backup. We need to get in the house without them knowing. But how? Then I saw it. One of the vehicles we were supposed to fix was an exterminator's van. At night, my boys and I snuck around the safe house. We released hundreds of cockroaches into the yard. Then, before we left a flyer for our fake pest control company by their door.
That's good.
We got a call the very next
It
morning.
works, it works.
In an hour, we were there. Wigs, fake noses, uniforms, and all. And as soon as we saw that Leah and Egbert didn't have his thugs there, we busted Gracie out of there and tied those two up in the basement.
Let's go.
We went straight to the cops, and Gracie pressed charges. Egbert was thrown in jail for kidnapping.
Good for you.
And Leah served a year for being an accessory to a crime.
Whenever just be a community service.
Now, life is good again. Egbert's business crumbled, and mine thrived.
Right.
Somehow, with all the hard work, I was finally able to afford a comfortable life. Gracie gave me back Alice as a gift on my birthday, and I was very happy. One day, I received a text from Leah. She was out of prison. She begged me to meet her. I agreed. We met at the restaurant again, and she begged me to take her back, especially when she saw there was a Gucci bag on the table. I just laughed. That's my girlfriend's. I bought it for her. Then, Gracie came back from the restaurant. We drove away on Alice and left Leah there, her jaw on the floor.
That there is a good ending. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to the new channel, Chopping Zone. Later.